Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. How about that Katy Perry performance though? She was such a blast to watch, and as soon as I saw her glitter eyeliner and her high sleek ponytail, I knew I had to recreate the look for you guys. Let's stop talking and get into the look. Keep on watching to see what I used. I started by adding some gel and pushing that through my hair and then pulling it all up into a high ponytail, making sure to keep it as sleek as possible by brushing as I went along. I teased my itty bitty ponytail to give my hair extensions something to grip to, and then I started by adding my first set of extensions. I snapped the first clip into the center and then clipped the ends in around the ponytail. Next, I took my second piece and did exactly the same, but this time I clipped on top of the extensions I had just clipped in. It took about 3 wefts of hair extensions to reach the thickness I wanted, and you'll know because at this point it'll be hard to clip in anymore. By the way, the hair extensions I'm using are from BOMBAY hair, and they're in the color dark brown. Here I took all this hair and tied it into another ponytail, keeping all of the hair together and neat. Now, to keep the hair as close to Katy Perry's as possible, this required taking a single clip extension and wrapping that around the base of the ponytail. I used 2 pieces in total and bobby pinned them each into place. And here you have your high sleek ponytail, or in other words, an instant facelift. Moving on to makeup, I used MAC's Paint Pot in Soft Ochre to prime the eyes all the way up to the brow bone. Then I used my Tartelette palette for eyeshadow and started with Wanderer, a neutral brown, and placed that all over the lids with a fluffy blending brush. Next, I used Free Spirit on my brow bone with the same brush and just blended that right underneath the brow. For the crease, I used Power Player with my MAC 217 brush, and this matte gray was perfect for this look. I applied it with a light hand, making sure not to make it too dark, and I applied what was left on my brush to the outer edges of my eye, creating a winged effect. I used a soft brown again and applied that over top of the gray to smooth out the edges and add a little warmth to the eyes. I also added this color to the inner tear duct, connecting it to the crease. For eyeliner, I used my e.l.f. cream black liner with an angled brush, and this liner applies on so smooth and has so much pigment, making it one of my faves to work with. Once I applied the glitter, which you'll see in a little bit here, it left some fallout over this black line, so I went back over it and it applied like a dream, and you saw no glitter leftovers. It was amazing. I used another e.l.f. liner, this one called Ivory, and applied it with the brush that it came with. I used this as a base before I applied the glitter because it worked as a guideline, and having a bright color underneath allowed my glitter to show more than if I used no base at all. On top, I used a NYX Gold glitter and applied it with a very fine liner brush. I used small strokes, making sure to apply a little at a time so glitter didn't transfer all over my face, which surprisingly didn't even happen. I was super stunned because normally it's like everywhere. For lashes, I used a pair of Velour lashes called Naughty Me and applied this new Maybelline Lash Sensational mascara to the top and bottom lashes. I went back in with the gray and applied that to my lower lash line before applying Stila's Smudgetick liner to both the lower lash line and waterline. Here I used the Anastasia palette to contour my cheekbones, and I went pretty defined with this using the shade Fawn. I used the same pattern on my temples and up along my hairline to frame the face. I also used the pattern to contour my nose, which of course I had to do for this look. And then I added Smashbox bronzer in Sunkissed Matte to warm up the face. I used this on my cheekbones and up along where I just placed the contour powder, which was on my temples and forehead. Then I took a mix of the banana and vanilla shades from the same Anastasia palette and applied that underneath my cheek contour, chin, Cupid's bow, keep going with me, forehead, and then underneath the eyes to brighten. I used my Kevyn Aucoin highlighter on my cheekbones, Cupid's bow again, and brow bone. I'll stop there, I promise. And this was perfect for giving it that Katy Perry glow. This is definitely one of my favorite products. I used Illamasqua blush in Nymph and applied that to my cheeks with a very light hand, making sure not to add too much of this pink. And finally, for lips, I lined them with Gash lip liner from Urban Decay. I love this lip liner so much, and I decided not to use a lipstick and just use this pencil to fill them in, and it made for a simple, classic, clean look. So that is my take on the Katy Perry Super Bowl look. I hope you guys liked it. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up so I can see. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.